Hey, everybody. Thanks for joining us for another episode of One Question, One Answer. I am your guest host, Emily Nelman, and I'm joined today by a group of panelists to discuss a very important topic, which is Facebook and its recent announcement that it just added a Buy Now feature to its Messenger app. So I'm here with Casey, Bill, and Jason. I'm going to, I guess, go ahead and pose the question. Does it make your life better, worse, or do you just not care that Facebook added this feature?
I think it's unnecessary. I have plenty of options of places to buy things online, and I just don't need it interfering in Facebook. Facebook is social. If I want to buy something from Target, I'll go to Target's website where I already have my credit card linked. So
I love it.
It just seems like I'm not that much of an impulse buyer, I guess. I want to do a little research. My husband will be so proud to hear me say that.
Yeah, you will.
I want to look at some other, associated products or things like that. I'm not going to just like, oh, there it is, boom, buying it.
I love it. Yeah. And so you guys know, apparently it's leveraging PayPal or another app called Stripe for payment. Mm-hmm. So essentially what it's allowing you to do is make an entire purchase of a product from start to finish without leaving the Facebook Messenger app. So Bill, we'll go to you. What do you think?
Well, to me, it just sounds like another one of Facebook's ploys to get you to never leave Facebook, ever.
You seem very skeptical.
They do it with news. They do it with advertising. They do it with your friends. Just you never have to leave, ever, which is great if you're a big fan of Facebook. But I feel like, in particular, the messaging app, I use it to talk with my friends. I don't mind seeing ads on my feed or on the side or whatever. But if I'm in the Messenger app, I don't want to be pitched to. I just kind of want it to be what it is, and it's to talk with my friends. So more power to the brands that use this and to Facebook to take over the world, but I don't like it.
Jason, we'll go to you.
I can see the benefit of it. I think with the impulse buying thing, I think some people will jump on it. I know, like my wife and her friends, they live in all different states, different cities, and that's their main kind of group way of kind of communicating with one another. So I think people like them who use that constantly are really going to enjoy it. I don't hardly ever use it. Like I'm still just with like group text messaging and things like that. However, I think it could show some potential. I'm kind of curious to see why they did it, because I know Pinterest did something similar where you can buy something like immediately.
Right.
And I still haven't heard back like if that's been successful or not. So I think they might be jumping into something before they've been hearing how other social media kind of venues have been able to do this. So to me, it doesn't really affect me. I don't know how successful it's going to be, but I'm kind of with Bill on this. Like it's kind of something that there's very few things where I'm getting stuff thrown in my face, and like that's one of the few things that I'm like, okay, it's still kind of a safe area of just direct communication without any of that extra filler. So I don't think it's going to last, or it's not going to be as impactful as I think Facebook thinks it could be. But I've been wrong in the past. So.
Never. So I think one of the ways that brands are trying to leverage this feature is through promoted social content. So we all know we're scrolling through our feeds, particularly on our iPhones. You see like a sponsored post from a brand that thinks that you may be in their demographic. So what this would allow you to do is for them to target you with a specific product, and then you'd be able to click on the ad. It would take you immediately to Facebook Messenger, which is a whole other problem that I have with them being two different apps. It would take you immediately to Facebook Messenger, and then you would have the opportunity to engage with this messenger bot from the brand and go ahead and purchase now. So I don't know. I could see how, I'm going to go ahead and weigh in as this, but I could see how it could be beneficial for brands if you are targeting someone like an impulse buyer. I don't know how you identify that person really. At the very least, it could get someone's attention or get them further in the buying cycle potentially. Again, while all staying in this Facebook platform. And like you kind of alluded to, Bill, it does seem like Facebook is trying to see like what more can we do? What features can we add to keep people from leaving our platform? It is getting like a little bit scary. And like how much aggregate data do they have on, their users? It's probably really powerful. So with that said, I guess maybe a more general question. I'm going to do two questions about Facebook Messenger and just how it has evolved. It used to be something that was all encompassed in one app, and now on your phone you have to have a separate app if you use the mobile application, which I don't think Bill said that he doesn't have it.
No.
But how has that changed your use of Facebook Messenger? And do you foresee an instance where Messenger would overtake SMS text messaging, which I think is their goal?
Yeah, I don't see, it seems redundant to texting. I would
Mhm.
always prefer the group text over a Facebook chat.
Mhm.
I
You
guess-
hate the read receipts.
Yes. I don't like when I have to see that someone's already read it or
Right.
read it and
So much
ignored
pressure.
it.
Why aren't you responding?
Right. So no, I think it's, and I hate that there's two icons on I like my phone cleaned up and organized.
Yes.
The extra app really bothers
It's
me.
valuable real estate. on
It
your
is.
phone.
Yes.
But I don't like it because I'll get a message on my Facebook app saying I have a message.
Yeah.
Two different things with the little red and the white
I
one.
hate that.
It's like, I want it all I want my emails all red. I want my
Yep.
text
No
all
I'm the
red.
same
I
way.
hate those
I'm the
extra.
same way.
Yeah.
Right.
It's just like, oh man, what did I skip? What did I miss? And so
Right.
they need to clean it all up.
I agree.
Yeah, you just eliminate Facebook from your phone entirely.
That's what Bill has
I've
done. That's
I
worked
know
out well for him.
that's probably not the most common thing in the world, but I think it was when I got a new phone a couple years ago, I just didn't reinstall Facebook, and I don't have either app, and I don't care. I
love
just
it.
use my
And he's
desktop.
still here to tell about it.
Right, yeah, exactly.
Well, sort of what we were saying, and I think maybe what you've gleaned from this conversation is that we've all become old crotchety people.
Mhm.
And are, despise of having multiple apps for one sort of platform. But thank you to everyone for joining us. Thank you to our panelists Jason was not maybe
I
a
was giving no
volunteer.
option.
I had to reel
I
him
should
at
be
the
holding
last
up a
minute.
newspaper with today's date on it.
He was held hostage. So I apologize to any projects that may be held up as a result. But thank you all for joining us, and we will see you next time.